Okay, cooling. Let's see if we can get this, cooling your jets? Cooling your jets, yeah. No? Yeah, okay, cooling my jets. Got the moon up here. There's a tree in the way, but we're gonna work at this and see. We'll see if we can get it to go down. I gotta see if it goes down on its own between them street lights. Do a field goal. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. You know, my thing is, you know, all Earth theory, 180 degrees out of sync, especially in the perspective of a 366 degree geometrical circle. 24 hours for each degree for the space-time movement, etc. You know, the Bible says that the whole world is laying in the power of the wicked one. That there is a deceiver out there that is deceiving all of humanity. Now, let's think about this in astrological personification metaphors, right? You know, I got a video talks about merry-go-round in the sky. Granted, you look at the moon, you look at the sun, you watch them on a regular basis, it gives you the impression that the sun is shining on the moon in such a way that the earth is a round ball. And of course, the moon definitely looks like a round ball, and the sun looks like a round ball. And that's my whole point here. My whole point with the biblical personification information. You know, because 180 degree out of sync shit, you just can't get out of that. It's impossible. It's impossible. And the ancient philosophers, you know, the magic practicing priests, all your astronomers, they would have discussed this in depth probably for frickin' God knows how long. I'll use that term, whatever God is. But yeah, so you get my point here, guys. I'm trying to be balanced in every aspect of, you know, figuring out what the heck this is all about. There's a tree over there. It's kind of going through the tree right now. That's a 21 zoom with my Samsung. It'll come out from behind that tree here in a second. We've been 2 minutes and 55 seconds into this video, pretty much. I'm hoping to get the, I'll try to stand real still. But think about what I'm saying. You know, you guys can leave some comments. Tell me what you think. I mean, see, there's people out there right now that are making videos on YouTube. I follow a few of them, you know. One guy, I can't remember his name. He goes, you know, his titles are all, the Bible is true and why it fails, or some kind of stuff like that. It's true, but he throws in a fail, and he never gets into the stuff I'm into. He always gets into word debates, debating words and the translation of words and yada yada. You know, that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in getting past all that. I spent 15 frickin' years, boy, it's not going to come over as far. I'll go around the corner here. I'm at the end, almost the end of my house. I spent 15 years one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're hardcore on. They're hardcore on all that. They're hardcore on the word translation, yada, yada, yada. I go on and on, but, you know, you got to see it for what it is. Understand it for what it is. The Bible, measuring the planet. And evidently, in the kind of search for truth, the people that was involved in that, as they were, you know, trying to get accurate information so that they could conquer the world. That's what the whole thing is here. See, conquering the world. Conquering the world. Humanity's trying to conquer the world. And see, the Bible, in like the Old Testament, talks about subduing it, right? Subduing, you know. Anyway, try to make heads or tails of the astrological personification observation through Bible story and or Bible text wording and the way it's all put together, and apply it in patterns to astrological observation. See, because you ain't going to find anybody out there that writes books, because they don't. They always leave out the important part. They will never speak the truth, because that means they're pretty much bringing an end to. They always leave out what's called the missing link. The missing link, you know. Lucy was the missing link, supposedly, right? Yeah. You see the game they play, and that's what I find frustrating. You know, it's time for humanity to grow up and move forward. 6 minutes in. This is my lecture. My lecture. There you go. I might take a ride down to the college and talk to a geometry professor. I ain't gonna tell him, or her, maybe it's a her, I don't know, what the information I want to discuss with her and get her response. But we're going to talk about geometry and or ball scenarios of a ball, a round object orbiting another round object based on space and time and rotation, and see what kind of response I can get out of her. Because as I say, I've looked at this in every single way possible, and Earth, the world as we know it, is 180 degrees out of sync with ball Earth theory. And as I pointed out in my Antichrist Flat Earth 666 video, that the revealing of the Antichrist is the revealing of, what did I say, 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds, and 6 months. 6 months half rotation around the ball Earth, and you got 666. Hey, if the Bible's astrological personification, the writers that wrote that stuff down, see, that would have been what they were thinking. Because think about this, guys. When you get back in the book of Judges, you know, Samson was all about the riddles, you know, with him and the Philistines and all that, you know, the riddles. He played a riddle on them. Yeah, right. Back in 2009, 2010, that's what my channel was. It was called, Bible Riddles or something like that. It's been a long time. But the word riddle was right there. Riddle. Riddles. Bible riddles. And, you know, as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, sitting there and listening at the Kingdom Hall, frickin' day after, 5 meetings a week. And my moon's disappearing behind that telephone pole. Here it comes. One of these days I'll have to get a really nice tripod or something, I don't know, but right now. This is going to be pretty cool. Let's see if this moon goes between this. I hope I have enough time. I slapped my camera on the, because I haven't been doing nothing today, but just, you know, cooking, doing a little housework and stuff like that. 9 minutes and 38 seconds. There you go, a telephone pole moon. Telephone pole moon. Yeah, I'm full zoom. Yeah, those in, 21's in. I just double check to make sure right then. So the moon has moved evidently somewhat from my observation from my house here, a little further south since my video earlier where it was like, what did I call it? With a full moon, a super moon. That was what, only a couple weeks ago. Yeah, there's some interesting things to think about the way this whole planet Earth is set up. Like I said, man, I'm convinced that this Earth is like some created reality that is deceptive deliberately, more than just by Freemason bullshit, people that write books and put a lot of fluff in and all that. Crazy ideas, but you know, if our ancient philosophers have looked at astrological observations to such an extent that they concluded that the world was lying in the power of some kind of deceiver, deception, yeah, if there was an alien race set up this reality, literally created this Earth plane as we know it reality, and they are geometrical experts, astrological phenomena experts, and or whatever in space-time reality, yeah, it would be like playing a little game on us, right? On their creation. Yeah. And of course, we've been wanting humanity. The biblical concept is seeking knowledge, right? The tree of knowledge, the tree of life, the tree of whatever. Seeking knowledge. Oh, it's about gone. It's going to be gone. It's fading fast. The moon, I think, it's going down into part of the power plant building over there. We'll watch it disappear, and I'll end my video there. We're 12 minutes and 20 seconds, 12 minutes and 23 seconds. It's fading out fast. It's fading out fast, guys. So, hey, I want you guys to remember, I am a normal person. I talk crazy of purpose. I do all this crazy stuff just to put on a little bit of a show so people can have fun, enjoy it, and also kind of like comedians do, you know? People listen to comedians because they're funny, and plus, it sinks in sometimes. But when you're listening to a politician up there speaking his jargon in such a politically correct way, it goes in one ear and out the other. There you go, 13 minutes and 7 seconds, 8, 9, 10. So remember, 11, 12, remember to always, what is that? I don't know, it's some other reflection out there. Okay, remember to always, under the street light, yeah, the lower one, that's not the moon. Remember to always. Yeah, it is, that is. Is it? Yeah, that's still it. That's still it. Okay. Well, heck. I thought it went down. See, I'm looking on my screen, and I got it zoomed, and then I have to look around my screen to look over there to see. Yeah, hey, see? There you go. I get lost in my own world reality. I'm lost, man. Nice and slow. We got like a little flame there that's going out. So, alright guys. You guys have a good night. If it's night where you're at, or good morning if you're waking up watching this video, it don't matter. But like I say, 14 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't know what my upload time is. Might be under 15. So remember. I got to stay under 15 probably. I don't know. Remember, always have a good day.